Hey, what's up guys, it's Bailey. Welcome back to my channel for another video, and today's video is going to be something a little bit different. It's kind of a story time, but it's kind of something for me. I feel like hopefully this video will give me closure to a lot of things, but basically I'm going to be telling you guys and expressing my feelings about my ex. I'm actually really nervous to do this video because I've never done something like this and kind of opened myself up on the internet like this. So I'm a little bit nervous to do this, but this is kind of my way of expressing myself, is getting on YouTube, talking in front of a camera and stuff like that. Like, this is my way of expressing myself. And this is also part of my life that I want to share with YouTube, because I want YouTube to become something very personal to me and I can share experiences and stuff like that. And this is something that I feel like I want to do and that I need to do, but I also feel that way because I'm hoping that this video can bring me some closure to the whole situation and, you know, help me move on a little bit better, because I am moving on with my life and I don't want to bring these thoughts and these feelings with me that have also ruined a lot of things over the past few years. I don't want that to continue. So I'm really hoping that this video can just do some good for me and just bring me some closure. Before I start talking about this video, guys, if you enjoy this video, make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up. And if this is your first time seeing me, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, because I will be posting new videos twice a week. And make sure you guys follow me on all of my social media down below. So I met my ex back, the dates are just like a little foggy because it has been so long, but I met him, I want to say like July, August of like 14, I want to say. I know I met him a few months after I came out. We had mutual friends that our friend like got us together and like initiated it, and I will never forget the first time I ever met him. The very first time I ever met him was he came to my house. And now I was out to my parents at this time, but I didn't tell them that this was a boy that I was interested in. I just told them that, like, this is my friend, I've known him for a while. I was like, so-and-so knows him, and, you know, he wants to come down, he wants to go to the game tonight, and he wants to spend the night and stuff like that. So they had like no idea. And if you know my mom is like oblivious to things like this, so she had no idea. He came to my house and he pulled up with his friend, and his friend dropped him off. And that was the first time I had ever met him. So I'm meeting him for the first time in front of my parents, Jared, his friend. So it was kind of nerve-wracking, and I'm like, oh my god. Like, I remember it was a hot day and I was sweating. But so after, you know, we all kind of met and just talked for like a little bit, I took him to my room, have him drop off his bags, and then him, Jared, and I, we went to Dairy Queen and we went to get some ice cream and food and just talk. Later that night, he and I went to my high school's football game, and everybody like of my school got to meet him, and everybody was like low-key shook that I had brought a guy to the football games. But I don't know, it was awesome. And then after the football game, I remember we were walking back, I think to Alyssa's house with Alyssa and another one of our friends, but they were walking like a mile ahead of us, and him and I were just walking like a mile or two back from them and just talking and eating donuts. And then we get to my house later on, and I'm nervous as hell because, again, this is like, okay, he was my first like everything, like literally. So we're sitting on my bed, he's like laying up by my bed and I'm laying more towards like the end of it, and he tells me, he's like, you know, you can come up here, like I'm not gonna bite you. So yeah, we ended up like cuddling and falling asleep, and then he heard my mom coming down the stairs the next morning and he threw me off of him. The next day of us meeting, we went to the movies with three of my friends, and that was where we had our first kiss. And then we took him home later on, like that day, like after the movies and stuff. And I just remember like the first kiss of ours, like, I don't know, like, it was kind of, I wouldn't say magical because I feel like that's like corny, but it was everything that I kind of like wanted my first kiss to be. And you know, I'm just happy that I got it like that way. That was our first initial meeting. So going down the line, we dated for 2.5 years. We broke up in March, April-ish of 2016, and it was the roughest time of my life, and it still kind of is. Like I had said earlier in the video, that like this kid was literally my first everything, my first kiss, my first relationship, my first time with anybody. And when I tell you guys, like I loved this kid more than I loved myself, I genuinely mean that. Fuck, I'm about to like start crying. Fuck. Our relationship was never perfect. Like 3 or 4 months into our relationship, he had cheated on me, and I did some petty shit, and I retaliated back, and that didn't help anything. And like he ended up like cheating on me, I think, one more time, and the second time is like hearsay, but I'm not stupid, you know. After like being with this person for so long, like I've kind of like gotten used to like his habits, and I know how to pick up things. So yeah. The best way that I could explain our relationship is like we loved to hate each other. Like we would like love each other just so hard, but like there were times when it's like we really like were so angry, and like we really like hated each other, it almost seemed like. I am a firm believer in that people are placed in your life for a reason, and like however long they're in your life for is because of like that reason. So some people are only here, a part of your life, for a year, or some people are here for 10 years, and that all matters on what that person is supposed to fulfill for you. And the best way that I can explain me and his breakup was basically what we were put together to do for each other was over, so there was no need for us to be together anymore. When it came to us breaking up, it was very hard for me, just because of the series of events that had happened onto why we broke up. I dealt with really bad depression and anxiety, and I would get into these like explosive temper tantrums, I guess you'd say. Like they were just so explosive, and I guess he couldn't handle it anymore. So the next day after this explosive episode that I had, he broke up with me, and it was a lot to take in because I was dealing with things myself, within myself, and then for him to just kind of be like, alright, deuces, like I'm out, really like fucked with me harder. Like I said, this video is to not bash him at all. Like I swear to you, I'm not making this video to talk dirt on him or anything like that. But no, he wasn't the best person for me. No, I probably wasn't the best person for him either. But I mean, like, you kind of just can't help who you fall in love with and stuff. But like honestly though, like this kid was like my everything for like the longest time. Like when I looked at him, I saw like literally like the most perfect person like ever, like in the world. It still kind of makes me emotional to think about it, because it's just like we spent so much of our lives together that like I don't know anything about him anymore. I don't know what he's up to. I don't know what he's doing. I just don't know anything. And I think that that's just so, that's honestly the hardest part for me. Is like I just want to know if he's happy. I want to know if he's okay, if he's, you know, doing like his dream job. I just want to know certain things about like his life still, and I feel like I shouldn't feel that way because we broke up in 16. It's 18. That's like been like going on 3 years, and I still can't shake the sadness. I can't. I just can't do it. Because of me still feeling a lot of feelings towards him, and like a lot of animosity, and hurt and anger and also love. It's made me push people away that I've met. Like, I've pretty sure like there's been like tons and tons of guys that like I've met and hung out with that are nice to me, that are sweet to me, that I know would do a lot of things for me, but I push them away because I'm still hurting, and like I know that that's like not okay. Like, that's not what I should be doing. That's not something that anybody should do. Like, you shouldn't push people away and, you know, hurt people because you're hurt. And I've definitely done that over the past 2 years, and you know, it's not my proudest thing like to say. It's not, I don't pride myself off of that. Like, it's shitty of me to say, and it's shitty that I actually did it, but I mean, like, it's the truth. Like, I would hurt people either on purpose or on accident, to be honest, because I was hurting, and I don't want to do that anymore. I feel like there's so much stuff that I still would like to say to him, that if he was sitting across from me right now, I would like to thank him for everything he did for me, for, you know, being my first everything, from showing me what a relationship is and isn't, and also, you know, holding me at night whenever I couldn't sleep, because like I would have like these like night terrors and just cry and just be upset, you know, for helping me love myself, for helping me, you know, gain confidence in who I am. I would also like to thank him for, you know, helping me deal with the stuff that I was dealing with personally, with my anxiety, my depression, family problems, you know, just being there and like holding me down and all that kind of stuff. I would like to thank him for that, and I would like to thank him for molding me to the person that I am now, because now the person that anybody meets, it's the person after him. So therefore I've learned a lot of experience, and I know a lot of things from being with him, that I'm not dumb. I'm not as dumb as I used to be anymore. So I want to thank him for making me smarter about people and just relationships. But if he was sitting across from me right now, I would probably tell him that like he like destroyed me. Like, there would be days that I come home from work and I would just fall onto my floor like just crying, because I felt like I had lost like not only the person that I really like truly loved in this world and that I really thought that I was going to be with forever, but I lost a friend. Like, I lost somebody who was there for me through a lot of things when I really wasn't seeing my friends, when I wasn't really hanging out with anybody. Like, he was literally like everything that I like had, and like it was just gone. Like, it just all vanished, and like I don't know, like it's just still hard for me to like talk about and stuff, because I've never really got to express a lot of these things, and I don't know, like I don't know, like this video is actually becoming like really hard for me to make. Like, I don't know. If you by chance see this video, I want to thank you for everything that you did for me. Thank you for also hurting me, but know that you did, that you took so much out of me that like I'm still repairing. Like 2 years later, I'm still repairing while you're sitting somewhere perfectly fine. And like that's the shit that I just can't figure out. Like, how do you do that? Like, how do you really like just rip out like my fucking soul, dude? And you could sit up there and just be perfectly fine, and you're still going on about your life. Like I just wonder like if you actually like ever really cared about me. Like, I know you did, but towards the end, like, did you actually really fucking care? Because I remember the conversation that we had on the phone. I'm literally sitting there crying, begging you, literally begging you to say something, to say that like this and us breaking up hurts you. Like, just say any fucking thing to let me know that like I'm not the only one being affected by this, and you wouldn't say shit. Like, come on. Like, how do you deal with like how are you involved with somebody for 2.5 years and you just basically like brush it off as if like it never fucking happened? Like, that's what still hurts, is the fact that I don't know how you felt about any of it. I really hope though that you're doing good, that you're tattooing like you wanted to, that you maybe went back to school, that, you know, you have a good job, that you're happy that you're with somebody that actually makes you happy and that could actually do for you the shit that I couldn't do. Because ultimately, like, I just want you to be happy and be yourself and be successful. I'm really hoping that this video can like bring me some type of closure, like while I'm editing it, and like once it's posted, like I hope I can get something out of this, because I don't want to move, you know, and like still feel this way. I don't want to go, you know, move on with my life and do new things and experience a whole new world and just still be caught up on this dude that like we broke up like almost 3 years ago. Like I still don't want to do that, and I don't want to hurt people, and I don't want to still have a guard up because of him. Like I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm hoping that with this video I can finally just dead the whole fucking situation, and I can actually, you know, be more open to meeting people and like hanging out with people and like seeing where things go, because I can't keep pushing people away because of him anymore. Like I can't do it. I can't. Like that's shitty on my part. That's shitty on my part, and it's shitty for the person that's having to deal with me and doing it. And I know I've done it to people, so if any of you guys are watching this, I do apologize genuinely for hurting you, because I was hurting. Like that's not right. And for anybody who is watching this, like any of like the viewers or whatever, don't do that. If you're still hurting from a past relationship, don't talk to other people and hurt them just because you're hurting, because like that's just shitty. It's a bit like I don't know how to say it, like it's just shitty. Like you just don't fucking do it. The best advice that I can give to anybody that's possibly watching this video that is kind of dealing with the same thing, that, you know, is still basically hung up on an ex and stuff, the biggest thing that advice I could give you is try to get closure from this person. Try to have one last conversation with them, get everything out that you want to say, and dead it. I'm about to wrap this video up, guys, because I just stirred up a lot of emotions for myself. So I'm just gonna wrap this video up, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and maybe it helped some of you guys out. But I did this video for me. Whether this gets 1 view or 10,000, I did this video for me. And yeah, but hopefully you guys got something out of it too, for the people that actually are watching this. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you guys subscribe, because I will be posting new videos twice a week. And give this video a big thumbs up if you are taking anything away from this, or even if you just enjoyed it. And make sure you guys follow me on all of my social media down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces. Try